Just when you thought Man United couldn't get any worse, well, they just prove us wrong. Watch this video. Hello, welcome to Man Utd, son. I hope you're all well. So, very quick video here. Obviously, this is the fallout from Man United against West Ham over the weekend. West Ham coming away victorious, 2-0 at Old Trafford. And look, this is coming from a West Ham fan, right? So, obviously, I'm going to be gloating a little bit, but I kind of want to be a bit objective as well. West Ham have been really, really poor this season. Now, I've been saying for the last few weeks to myself, usually to myself, because nobody else is going to listen to me. I usually say that, West Ham, there's never a truer word been said this season. If it wasn't for three worst teams, and West Ham would be relegated or should be relegated, because they've been absolutely terrible. But there are two other teams who are equally as bad. That's Spurs, of course, and Manchester United. Funny enough, both of those teams have made it to the Europa League final. They could end up, well, one of them is going to end up in the Champions League next season, and you're kind of thinking, what the hell's going on? They're both really poor. We're shit, but they are shit as well. Now, you think, right, okay, West Ham going up to Old Trafford, yeah, who's going to win this? People were saying to me beforehand, no, West Ham are going to win this. I was like, no, I can't see it. Not against Man United up there. It's still Old Trafford. What, we're going to do the double on them again this season? I just don't think so. But I tell you what, we went there, we bossed the game. We took our chances, but Man United, they are terrible. I'm not like my brother. He's a Man United fan, and I just could not help but gloat afterwards. And I say, you are really, really shit. Man United are so bad that it's unbelievable. Now, West Ham are bad. We need a lot of players to go out. We need a kind of bit of a rebuild in ourselves. Potter, is he the man to do that? Is he the man to, bring us better times? A lot of these players that we got now, they're just not cutting the mustard. There's no two ways about it. But Man United, you would expect Man United to be so much better and so much more consistent, but they're just terrible. Now, forget about Europe, because Europe is something different. But in the league, they've been absolutely atrocious. And to get beat by West Ham, again, yeah, West Ham, we thoroughly deserve that. Then there's something seriously going wrong here. Yeah, Amorim can take some of the blame for some of the decisions that he was making in game as well. You could say about team selection and all that kind of stuff, and formation and tactics. But it comes down to the players. If the players aren't performing on the pitch, this goes for all players, West Ham, Spurs, Forest, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever team it is, if those players don't perform on the pitch, and it's up to the managers to try and tweak it in the game, but you set up with your best players, whatever your best players are, on any given day. Amorim just doesn't seem to be able to do that with this group of players. I mean, Christ, they are really bad. I mean, I haven't really watched Man United that much this season. But obviously, I've watched West Ham a lot, but not a lot of Man United. I hear their scores and think, well, they lost again. Oh, they lost again. Oh, they're in the same league position as West Ham and Spurs. Well, if it wasn't for those bottom three, all three of us would probably be getting relegated this season. I mean, that's how bad we've been. But when you compare them to West Ham yesterday, you think, crikey, we're bad, but we're not Man United bad. And that's the thing. We're bad, but we're not Man United bad. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do Man United have to do in the summer to turn things around? Even if they win the Europa League, even if they qualify for the Champions League, it doesn't really matter, because the league has been so poor. And it's almost like they need to get rid of the whole squad and start again. Even if you just bring in a few players here and there, there's something wrong at Manchester United. Now, you could say there's something wrong at Spurs. You could say there's something wrong at West Ham as well. And especially West Ham, because we've always had our issues, always had our problems over the years. And we've had a few good seasons, and then most of it is usually pretty crappy. But this season has been really poor for us. And, we're acknowledged by many fans as being a really poor team this season. But on paper, our players should be playing better than they actually are. And maybe it's just taken to the end of the season for West Ham to start to feel their way through with this group of players. Maybe they need, just some players to go out, some new, fresh players coming in, players that are just going to fight for the cause, you know, leave everything on the pitch, that kind of thing. That's the kind of player that we want. That's the kind of player every fan wants. Somebody leaves it on the pitch there. There's no doubt about their effort. Regardless of their quality, it's their effort that we really want. And I think you look at the two teams, you know, the weekend, West Ham against Man United, there was one team that you could tell was demonstrating it. There was another team that was all over the place. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do Man United have to do? Do they have to get rid of the whole squad? Do they have to spend millions and millions? Well, billions probably. Is Amarin the guy for next season? Who knows? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. But let's face it, West Ham is shit, but we're not Man United shit. That's the key. If you like what I do here, keep on watching the videos. Don't forget, you go to the website, revelatoralf.com, new look website, where you can get all the books, sports books that I do as well. And I'll catch you on the next video coming very soon. Right, let's get out of this sauna before I melt. Ta-da now.